My friends in beauty were killing it in 2022. The things that I see you all doing, the things that I see you all accomplishing, the trails that you are blazing, I am absolutely proud to say that I am your best friend in beauty. Y'all are out there doing it, okay? Setting an example, setting a standard for, the beauty industry. I just see so many opportunities just opening up for you all. And I especially see it opening up for those who have decided to really step into what they really enjoy doing. Welcome to the Friends in Beauty podcast, a safe space for ambitious beauty industry creatives to have real talk, get real answers, and practical tools to grow their businesses. My name is Aquia Robinson, and I'm a makeup artist, beauty educator, and the creator of Friends in Beauty. I created Friends in Beauty to support like-minded creatives just like you on their quest to connect, network, and build genuine relationships within the beauty community. Join me every week as me and my special guests reveal the keys to success and longevity in the beauty industry, and most importantly, have fun while doing it. You ready? Hey, what's up? It's your best friend in beauty, Aquia Robinson. Welcome back to another episode of the Friends in Beauty podcast. I am so happy to have you here, and I hope you're listening to this episode in high spirits and in good health. If you are a friend in beauty, I welcome you to join the Friends in Beauty Facebook community. If you're looking for a community of like-minded, ambitious friends in beauty to virtually connect with, network, and share resources, then click the link down below in the show description to join us in the Facebook community, and I'll be there to welcome you with open arms. Also, let's get social. Follow Friends in Beauty on all social media platforms at Friends in Beauty. Additionally, the Friends in Beauty podcast is available on several platforms. We're on Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Google, YouTube, you name it, we are there. And whatever platform you are listening from right now, I just want to say thank you so much for tuning into the Friends in Beauty podcast. I appreciate it more than you know. And I would love it even further if you took the time to leave a 5-star rating, a review, a like, a comment, a share, a subscribe, or something to let me know how you feel about the Friends in Beauty podcast. Additionally, Friends in Beauty is now on Patreon. So for as little as $3 a month, you can support the Friends in Beauty podcast. And there are also several tiers available that unlock Patreon exclusive content just for you, like behind the scene content of the Friends in Beauty podcast, bonus interview clips, a monthly Ask Me Anything, discounts, and so much more. So if that's something that you're interested in, I'll leave the link down below in the show description for that as well. Also, if you'd like to stay connected even further, join the Friends in Beauty mailing list tribe. They are the first to know about all things Friends in Beauty, and I send out different resources and tips throughout the week. So if that's something that you're interested in, join us over there. And last but not least, listen up. The most important thing is to share the Friends in Beauty podcast with your other friends in beauty, your family, your friends, anybody that you think could benefit from the information that is being shared. Share away to help me grow the Friends in Beauty community. Now, on this episode of the Friends in Beauty podcast, we are bringing in a new year. Happy New Year, Friends in Beauty. Happy New Year. We are bringing in 2023. I am so excited for the new year. I'm so happy that we are out of the holiday season and that I get to record this episode at the top of the year. If you hear a little bell jingling in the background, that is Cash. She is literally sitting right here beside me as I record this episode. But yes, I'm so happy that we are officially out of the holiday season. I really wasn't feeling the holidays this year, and I know I'm not the only one that feels this way. Like around holiday time, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm still trying to identify exactly what it is. And I think I put my finger on it this year. I have a lot of memories around the holiday time now that aren't so pleasant. So I feel like once the holiday time starts to roll around, like subconsciously, my body and my mind just kind of goes into like a dormant state where I really don't feel like doing anything. I was so unmotivated this last like couple of weeks of 2022, I was so unmotivated. I did not feel like doing anything. I felt like I wasn't really having a lot of clarity on what I wanted to, move forward with in the new year. It was just a mess. I just had to kind of like sit down. Even around like the holiday time, I wasn't posting as much. I just did not feel like it. So if you were feeling the same way, like, I just want to acknowledge you and just say that everything is going to be okay. Like, we made it past the holidays so we could finally move forward. I'm so glad for the new year. I hope that you went ahead and set your goals for the new year, okay? Your realistic goals for the new year. But more importantly, I really hope that you made your list of 50 accomplishments that you made in 2022. So I rewinded that episode where I shared with you the most powerful step that I learned before setting my goals, which was to list out 50 things that you have accomplished in that year prior. Because a lot of times we just move forward, like, we make these New Year's resolutions, we move forward with new goals and everything, but we have not even acknowledged or taken into account the things that we have accomplished. And I feel like that is one of the main reasons why a lot of us continue to feel like we're stuck or we're not moving the needle forward, or just that we're not making any progress, because we have not even acknowledged that we have accomplished the goals that we have set out for originally, and celebrate those things. So if we want more things or more good things to continue to come to us in the new year, then it is still not too late to go ahead and make that list of 50 things that you have accomplished in the previous year. I made my list of 50. I shared it on the Friends and Beauty page and also on my personal Instagram page. So go ahead and check that out. I made my list of 50, and I promise you, I was feeling stuck for a little bit. But I also tell you that once you get to writing, then your memory will start to get jogged with other things that you have accomplished. So I want to share with you 3 things that I just absolutely loved from my list of accomplishments for 2022, because I have made, my goals for 2023 after I got out of my little rut and everything. I went ahead and, set my goals for the new year. But 3 of my favorite goals. Okay, so my first one that I absolutely love this for me, is that I took a vacation out of the country in 2022 without social media knowing. I did not have the urge to post. I still have the pictures. I could post them at any given moment, but I really just wanted that moment for myself to just really just get away and relax and not have the pressure of like trying to document it for social media. Like, have you all ever done this before, or do you feel the same way? Like, I just wanted to go on vacation and enjoy myself. And I took footage and everything for, basically my memories and everything, but it wasn't necessarily to like post on social media. So I went out the country, y'all. I was still talking to y'all like normal. I still released a podcast episode like nobody knew, except for, of course, like my mother. I gotta tell mommy. I gotta tell my mother where I'm going, especially if I'm going out the country. And like my close friends, nobody knew. I was talking to people, texting people like I was still in DC, baby. And I just love that for me. Another one of my favorites is I got to interview a lot of my faves in 2022 for the Friends and Beauty podcast. I'm talking about people not only that I had on my list since the beginning of launching this podcast, when I kind of just like made a master list of people that I wanted to interview. And also I had a list of people that I wanted to interview specifically in 2022. And I have my list for 2023. I'll get to that in a moment because I'm going to need your help with getting those people on the show. But that was one of my faves. I interviewed Beefface Honey. I interviewed Danessa Myricks, Melissa Hibbert, Deshaun Hatcher, JD Barnes, Mimi J, like just to name a few. Like those people have been on my list since the very beginning of me launching the podcast in 2020. So the fact that I was able to knock that off this year, I'm just so proud of myself. And also just remaining consistent. I think I put that on my list too, like just remaining consistent this year, which is something that I get a lot of compliments on, is my consistency. But I did not miss uploading an episode of the podcast this year, and I haven't missed uploading an episode since I launched. So I think that's a really, really big deal because, a lot of people start podcasts and it is a lot of work. I don't think a lot of people realize how much work goes into doing a podcast, but it's a lot of work. So a lot of people start and stop and never pick it up again. But your girl has been pushing forward, and I'm so happy to have you along for the journey. And one of my other, the last one that I'll share as far as my accomplishments, it's not really an accomplishment, but I just think it's so fun, is that I met my birthday twin on the Friends in Beauty podcast. So I have an episode with Maxine Pittman, who is the CEO of Trust Obsessed and is a vending machine business, a beauty vending machine business. And just through conversation, when I interviewed her, we found out that we are birthday twins. We literally have the same birthday, same month, day, and year. So I was just completely tickled by that. So go ahead, if you have not done that already, and go ahead and list out your 50 accomplishments so that you can move forward with accomplishing new and exciting things for the new year. But I want to give y'all the theme. This is going to be the theme for myself and possibly the theme for yourself in the new year. So the category for 2023 is implementation, okay? Most of my friends in beauty are like me, I know. We like to invest in ourselves and we love to continue to learn. I am a big advocate for education, just always learning something new. I'm always on YouTube searching for something, on Google searching for something, or tuned into the latest webinar or masterclass. I'm always trying to learn information, but what I realized too is a lot of us are hoarding information. We're hoarding information, all of the information that we're learning from these masterclasses and tuning into people's lives and all of that stuff, listening to the podcast. We're hoarding information. There are so many actionable steps buried inside of these episodes of the Friends in Beauty podcast. That's why sometimes I tell you all to take notes, because there's so many things that people share on the podcast that you can absolutely go and implement into your business right away. But we're also hoarding our goals in our little journals, in our little notepads and everything. But it is time to implement if we want to see results. And that is the category. The category is implementation. I have tons of things that I need to implement in particular, because I shared with you all too that I just finished a coaching program with Ronne Brown a few months ago. And there's so many things that I learned in that program that it's pretty much, things that I have been doing, but I need to rev it up. And then also I just need to go ahead and implement some of the things that she shared with me that she thinks would be beneficial as far as me building out Friends in Beauty the way that I want it to go. So first thing that I need to implement, which I am in the process of doing, you'll be happy to know, I'll be able to share this with you soon, is that I'm implementing getting the Friends in Beauty logo redone. So I'm in the process of, I don't want to say rebranding Friends in Beauty, but I really want to solidify the branding elements, if that makes sense. So I don't think I do necessarily have solid branding elements down for Friends in Beauty. So the first step of doing that for me is to get the logo done, and then working with my social media manager that I want to hire, hey girl, hey, to really start to build out a consistent look for Friends in Beauty. Also, what I need to implement as well is creating funnels. Okay, so if you don't know, funnels are the move, okay, to removing yourself, just automating things for your business. So I need to create funnels for as far as if I do educational content and people have to sign up for it. I need to really build out the back end of what that's going to look like as far as the follow-up emails, the landing pages, and all that good stuff. So those are a few things that I need to work on. First things first is the logo, and then creating those funnels for you all. So I would love to know, what are you focused on implementing this year from your goals. So when I do my goals, I like to break my goals down into personal, business, and financial. And then recently I added like spiritual as well, like things that I want to accomplish in those 4 areas. So yeah, like what are you going to implement this year? I'm excited to see. I mean, man, my friends in beauty, I have to say, this just came to me. My friends in beauty were killing it in 2022. The things that I see you all doing, the things that I see you all accomplishing, the trails that you are blazing, I am absolutely proud to say that I am your best friend in beauty. Y'all are out there doing it, okay? Setting an example, setting a standard for, the beauty industry. I just see so many opportunities just opening up for you all. And I especially see it opening up for those who have decided to really step into what they really enjoy doing. A lot of my friends of beauty have eliminated like the brushes, have put down the cameras, have stepped into doing other things. And I just see y'all flourishing so much. I'm just so absolutely proud and just so happy for you. And I can't wait to see, all the amazing things that you do going forward, because I'm right here. I'm right here cheering you on. So speaking of implementation, I am starting off the year strong and keeping consistent with networking, okay? I'm pretty sure that you added networking as one of your New Year's resolutions, or just something that you have a goal of doing more in the new year going forward. So I'm starting off the year strong with a networking event. We're going to have another Friends in Beauty networking mixer on January 16th, 2023 here in the DMV area. The information for that is on the Friends in Beauty website. So if you go to friendsinbeauty.com/events, you can find the link there to RSVP for free. Or if you go over to our social media page at Friends in Beauty or my personal page at Aquia Robinson, then you will also find the link there to RSVP. I have already announced the event, and people have been RSVPing like crazy. So I'm super duper excited about that. Like I said, it's a free event. So I just want you all to come out. We're going to have some discussions and just, really figure out what needs to be done as far as implementing and what you need help with going forward in 2023, so that we can provide those resources for you. Because if you don't know, like, networking opens up so many doors. So depending on what you need help with, there may be a person in that room who can, help you execute whatever you need to do this year. So I hope to see you there. If you're in the DMV area or surrounding areas, that date is the MLK holiday day. So it will be from 2 to 5. And all of the information will be available if you click the link. And I'll leave it down in the show description as well. Yes. So I told you all that I need help with hitting my podcast goal this year. The Friends of Beauty podcast did so well last year as far as numbers go, as far as the quality of the people that I have been able to have on the show. I'm just so proud. But there are about 10 people that I really want to interview in 2023. And if you go over to my personal page or Friends of Beauty, I'll put it on Friends of Beauty too, then you will see a cute little collage of the people that I want to interview. Some of those people off the top of my head include Sam Fine, Erica LaPearl, Sir John, Mally Magic, okay? Melissa from the Lip Bar. I want them on the podcast, okay? So go over to my page and tag them for me, because these are people who, okay, they're on my original list as well, but these are people who I have been reaching out to since the podcast has begun. We'll be celebrating 3 years this year. So these are people that I have already, reached out to, tried to correspond with. They don't be responding to me, y'all, but I really need them to get on this podcast, because we need to hear what they have to say. We need to hear their stories. We need to hear their advice. We need to hear their insight on the industry, all of that, okay? So I need your help, because my efforts, it ain't working just on my own. It takes a village, okay? I need my village to help me get these people on the podcast. So yes, Like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing what you implement this year. Happy New Year. We can always press the reset button and start over no matter where you are in your business. You don't have to wait until the new year to do this. But since we are starting this year off on a high note, high energy, let's go get it, okay? Let's go get it. I feel very confident about this year. I also have some other exciting news that just came in right before the new year that I can't announce yet, but I'm so excited for it, and I think it's going to be really beneficial for me and the business and Friends in Beauty. And you know what I learn, I'll always come back and share with you all. So yes, Happy New Year. Let's make shit happen in 2023. All right. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to go over to my Instagram page. Make sure you're following Friends in Beauty on all social media platforms, that you subscribe to the YouTube channel, and that you share these episodes with your other friends and family to help me grow the community. All right. And I will talk to you soon. Bye. Thanks for listening to the Friends in Beauty podcast. Don't forget, sharing is caring. Share this episode with at least one friend in beauty, and subscribe, rate, and review on Apple Podcasts so that other friends in beauty can find this show. Plus, we'd love to hear your feedback. Connect with us on all social media platforms at Friends in Beauty, #Friends in Beauty to join the conversation, and join our Friends in Beauty Facebook community to stay connected. Talk to you soon.